everyone, welcome back to VAGZ Backyard. In this episode, I'm going to be removing the front end of the Passat. This is for preparation of the R36 gearbox and engine. Before I get started on the Passat, what I want to share with you is how complex the wiring system is of the T5 conversion that we're busy with. So we pushed out the T5 to create this floor space and so that we can lay down all the wiring harnesses and what's needed for the wiring system of the T5. Over here in the front, you can see this is the blower system and the brace behind the dashboard of the new T6, and next to that is the Passat's one. And then over here in the center, I've got the complete wiring harness of the T6 new dashboard. That's really complicated. You can see there's a lot of wires and plugs that's needed. Then behind that, I've got the T6 new dashboard and the Passat's dashboard that was removed. I put these side by side so that I can see exactly what can be used from the Passat's dashboard to the T6 dashboard, because there'll be certain sensors that I need to be transferred to the T6 dashboard. And then in addition to this, just to show you how complex the wiring is, the wiring harness of the Passat was revealed after removal of the blower system from the last episode. You can see that's really a complicated harness, and all this needs to be removed from the Passat, and I need to merge that with the T6 wiring harness that we see here on the floor. So after removal of the blower system and the brace behind the dash from the Passat, and I seen the wiring harness of the Passat, I officially realized how complicated this project is. I'm actually a little bit worried. Are we going to pull it off or not? But we're staying positive. In the end, we still want to see our T5, or let's say our OEM spec T5 R36 on the road. So we're going to make sure this happens. So for now, we're going to continue with removal of the front end on the Passat. Okay, so first step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the grille from the bumper. There's 4 bolts here on the top. Let's get those removed quickly. These are T25 bits. Let's get them out. 3 and 4. Okay, so those are removed. Okay, so that's removed on the top. Let's get the bottom out. There we go. And then we've got 2 PDC sensors over here. That's the one. And on this side, there's the other one on this side. So we're going to move this clip out and press and remove. Good. So that's the grill removed. Okay, then we remove this cover on the top here. It just pulls out. It's got clips that holds it. Okay, so at the bottom, we've got 3 screws holding the plastic cover onto the bumper. We got to remove that. Let's remove them. There's 3 on this side, and we've got 3 on that side. And this cover here also has one in the center. Let's remove that. Over here we got small screws that need to be removed. That's holding the cover in place. So this cover as well should come out on this side. There we go. So it comes out like that. So let's see if there's any bolts holding the bumper in place from here. I don't see any bolts holding it. Okay, good. Got to remove the bolts on the inside of the covers. So that's one, and we've got one here. Okay, that's 2. And the same on the other side. So whatever's on the left is on the right. I'm doing both once. Okay, and the next one is here. There we go. So those are loose. Let's see if this covers are loose now. Yes, it's loose. Come and have a look here. So we've got the cover loose. Let's see what's going on here. I need to open up the top here. The one screw on the top over there. Okay, then we've got 4 screws here on the top. Let's remove them. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so once we got that out, let's see if the bumper is getting loose. Still stuck. Let's holding our bumper. Oops. The bumper should be loose now. That's 1. Let's see on this side. I think it's just this side that's holding here. Stuck on this side. There we go. Okay. That's loose. So the bumper should be loose. Okay, and we've got a wiring harness over here that needs to be unplugged. Let's see, there's a lot of wires here. Okay, there's the plugs here on the inside. So if you look over here, let's get a light. Okay, pause it. So over there we've got 2 plugs here. This is the bumper harness plugs that we need to loosen. So I'm gonna have them removed. There's 2 there. Can you see it? Come around. That's the plugs there. So I'm just gonna remove these 2 plugs. So this side we got the plug out. That's the left side. And on the right side, here we've got just the water pipe that's still connected. We need to remove that. That's quite easy. I need a small screwdriver just to release. And there might be water in the system, so let's keep the tray ready to catch the water. Okay, let's see. There we go. So we just do that, and that should release. There we go. Got the water drain, and we've got the bumper off. So that's the bumper. Let's take the bumper that side for now. Get it out of the way. So we need to remove the headlights now. We've got one bolt on the top here. That's a T20, and then over here at the front there's one here. That's a T30. So we got to remove the T30, and underneath the headlight there's another one hidden over here, and that's also a T30. So we remove them. Okay, then the headlight should be loose. Let's see what's holding it. Seems like we got still one hidden bolt somewhere. That's a nice hidden spot at the back. So if you look down here, you can't really see it on the camera, but down there there's a bolt behind. Let's use a torch, then we can try and see it. So if you look through this gap, you'll see the bolt at the bottom. There is it hidden. Do you see it there? There we go. So that's another T30. Let's remove that. There we go. Oop, almost lost the tool there. That's the long bolt hidden behind the headlight. Okay, so the light should be loose. Let's quickly try and see if we can remove it. There we go. And that's the right side headlight of the Passat. We just got to remove this plug and one light out. Okay, so we got the left headlight also removed. You can see we're making good progress.
latch. It's like tight. There's one screw. The other two screws seem to be a little hidden for us. Let's see here. Looks like they hide this because of the grill, so you don't see it nicely. There we go. That's one. Two. Okay. So that's the two screws that's behind the covers. Let's remove those two screws. One. Two. Okay, so that's two long bolts and a short bolt, and this should be loose. There we go. Okay, we need to remove the aircon pipes. It's just this one bolt here, and this one over here. We're very close to removing the cowl. This cowl will be soon out. It's one. There we go. It's out. Okay, next step, we need to remove the top radiator hose. So that's the one on the top here. I already released the clip. There we go. So the top pipe is out, and if you see there at the bottom, this one over here already ruptured the clip, so we just got to remove the pipe. This one we had out in the previous episode when we were draining water. Okay, and we got some water coming out again. That's fine. And we also need to remove this plug over here. It's got a red clip, safety clip. Pull that away. There we go. That one's out, and I think we're ready to remove this huge cowl on the front. We need the screwdriver for this side. One. Get them out. That's one. Two. This cowl should be loose with the old radiator system. There we go. Okay, so the cowl is out. Let's put that down here. And it sort of stands great. So we can actually start seeing the front end of the engine. So we're getting there. In our next episode, we'll start preparing everything around the engine to remove whatever's holding onto the engine, disconnecting the wiring harness, whatever vacuum pipes we've got, or electrical pipes, the fuel pipe, we need to get all that disconnected, and then it will be to get the engine out. So we're making good progress. I'm happy. I think once we got this engine out, we're going to be able to see the wiring harness, what's going on, and that's what we're targeting. We need to get that wiring harness, and yeah, I'm getting excited. At least the R36 is one step closer to coming out. Alright, so I think that's it for today's episode. Yeah, for now, please remember, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.